Joe here. So today we're going to be taste testing the Scottish ale that Nikki made up the recipe for us. And if you haven't seen that video, or if you're looking for the recipe, check out the link wherever it's showing up these days. And check that video out. It was a good brew day. Things went well. And yeah, so here we are to do a taste test on it. So as you can see, it's got a beautiful brown color to it. It's got a little bit of a haze to it. That has not settled out. It's been in the keg now for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So, but, and it doesn't look like it's carbonated well, but it actually is. You can't really, there's really fine little seltzery bubbles coming up across the top back here. You can see them a little bit on the bottom. So yes, it is carbonated. I don't carbonate my beers as high carbonation as, say, like some of the American ales you'll find. I don't like burping all that out. So I'm always down a little bit anyway. I would say I'm typically at like a 2.2 volumes of CO2-ish, somewhere around there. And so this is a little bit lower carbonated than what you may find for like some pale ales and stuff like that, which would be more appropriate to style. It is still a little cool. It's been probably about 4 or 5 minutes since I poured the beer. It's why the head is kind of gone on there. But it's been a few minutes, so it still is probably a little too cool for true style, but we're going to do this anyway. Alright, first thing I get is malt. Malty. Get a little bit of like a roasted kind of aroma. That toasty, not like roasted like the bitter, like the chocolatey dark malt roasts, but like more like a, yeah, toasted kind of maltiness. You don't get any hop. And yeah, you don't pick up any like a yeasty ester or anything like that, you know. You don't get kind of that weird fruitiness. All right, here we go. Cheers, YouTube. Okay. First thing I get is like a nice bready maltiness. It does have a bit more of a caramel as it's warming up. Yeah, definitely a caramel as it warms up. I would say it is being served cool now. Actually, kind of coupled with that breadiness is kind of like a twinge of like an alcohol. Like you get a little bit of like the alcohol bite. I'm not picking up on any hop at all. At all. Which is kind of my style of beer, you know. I like the malty one, so this is right up my alley. Yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, you get a bready note right up front. I mean, that's the first thing you're going to taste. And then I'm picking up, like I said, a bit of an alcohol kind of flavor. And then it's immediately right into this, it's a light, sweet caramel flavor. Almost like the residual flavor you have, you know, several minutes after you've finished having some like toffee. It's a richer caramel kind of flavor, and it's not going away. That's good. And yeah, like I was saying, no hop to note. I can't smell it in the aroma at all, and on flavor, I'm not picking up on any hop as well. Yeah, it's just well balanced. I mean, like those English and Scottish styles, you know, the whole UK, the base style. I mean, everyone's brewing whatever the hell they want to brew these days. I understand that. But what I'm saying is that, you know, if you're thinking of like traditional styles, this is really spot on because it's not hop forward. You're getting a nice malty backbone. I can see this being a pretty sessionable beer in flavor. You know, nothing is like, oh, it's so boozy, I can only have one, or, you know, it's not so heavy body-wise. It's right kind of in the medium body, you know, but the ABV is certainly there, certainly there. And that could be that little bit of that alcohol bite I'm getting right up at the front. But this one's good. Holy crap. I'm going to be really curious how this one ages. Like you can see, it's got kind of like a milkiness to it. And that has not settled out over, like I said, it's been at least a good week and a half or so. Week and a half, 2 weeks, somewhere around, we're right around there somewhere. So I'm curious if that is a yeast haze, you know, particulate, or if it is in fact a protein. Which we just did essentially a single infusion on this one. So didn't do anything to combat any proteins. I'm trying to remember back, I don't even think that I used any Whirlflock or anything like that. I've been bad about that lately. I haven't been using Whirlflock or Irish moss at all. So that may help clear it up. But every time I think of like true English style, you know, just like bitters, ESBs, stuff like that, you know, I don't think of crystal clear beer for the most part. So many brew pubs I've been to that, you know, specialize in English styles, they're all cloudy. So this is like visually what I was expecting. You can see the head on that one is a little low. It's not too bad though. Like I said, again, I'm not frothing the hell out of these things. I'm more interested in what the beer tastes like than the aesthetic of its appearance. But yeah, this is a good one. So if you like the Scottishes, brew it up and let me know what you think, because I'd be curious to see what your thoughts are. I think this is the first Scottish I've ever brewed personally. I know my friend Eric has brewed many a Scottish. I'm pretty sure Nikki has told me that I've brewed this before. We've talked about it since I made this one. I was like, I think this is the first. And she's like, no, you're crazy. Yeah. Again, I'm getting like a nice clean profile. I'm not getting any really yeasty esters. I'm not getting a fruitiness. I'm getting just a really nice bready malt. Just bomb. And then it warms up and you get a little bit of, like I said, that kind of toffee caramel aftertaste. And that's nice. I did brew this with just regular tap water. Here where I live, our tap water is pretty darn good. I mean, it's not super soft. We do have to clean out the, you know, the shower head and stuff once every other year. I mean, like at most. I think we've lived here for years now, and I think I've cleaned them once. So it's not really hard water, but it's not super soft water. So I know that there are several water profiles over in the UK that are, you know, edging on the hard side, where you know, you think of like real soft beers like Pilsners and those really, really light lagers and stuff that have just a naturally soft water. I think my water's pretty appropriate for this style. It's got just the right amount of kind of hardness to it, mineral, I guess. And I guess you can probably pick up a little bit of a mineral flavor to the beer. But not like a copper, you know, or iron, you know, those kind of... honestly, what I'm tasting is malt. I'm just tasting a boatload of malt. And I love it. So, well, there we go. There we go! Another one done. Delicious beers. good old homebrew. Thank you all for watching, seriously, as always. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. Would love to have you along. We've got brewing videos coming up, more taste testings, of course. I've been brewing more lately, which is great. Nikki's got more ideas for different beers, so this will be fun. This will be fun. Yeah, share with your friends. Like the video if you enjoyed it. And then if you've brewed Scottishes, you know, if this is a style that you're well versed at, you know, do leave comments down below. Let's have some conversations. As of late, I've been trying really hard to get back to folks on YouTube, and it's hard because I have so many messages every day that come through. But I'm still plugging through them. I'm a couple months backlogged as of filming this, like literally, with like holidays and New Year's and stuff like that. It's just been one thing after another. And so yeah, it's hard for me to get back to you, but I read every single stinking comment that comes through. So if I don't immediately get back to you or if I don't reply, do know that I'm reading all the comments and I'm loving some of the conversations that folks are having out of this. Especially from some of my oldest viewers, you know, the people that have been with the channel for so long. It's killer because I love that you guys are able to like reference some things I've said in the past, you know, or other like brewing, you know, like techniques or something like that. And then you're referencing them as if it was you, you know, and I love that. I love that folks are able to help answer other folks' questions before I can get back to you. Because like I said, it's really, really hard for me to keep up with it. But I'm doing the best I can. And I'm also trying to produce some more videos. So trying to just keep, you know, keeping some fun stuff going. Keep brewing, keep doing winemaking. You know, we've been trying out some new products on the videos, which is cool. It gives me some interesting perspective. You know, how many times can we brew? You know, watch swirling grains on YouTube. You know, it's always fun. It's great to watch a brew day. But making the videos, it's always fun to have something new to say or something new to bring. So, as always, if you guys have comments, please do leave them. I'm getting them. I'm loving them. I've got buried over here, I'm not sure if you can see. Yeah, you can't really see it, but right here, this is a pile of Post-it notes and different ideas. I've also sent myself emails of like video ideas, so I just got to get to producing them. And hopefully we'll have the time to make that happen. So again, thank you so much for watching. You guys rock. I appreciate it. And yeah, I hope everyone is having a great time making some good beers, drinking some good beers. So, you know, this is warmed up. Just I've been holding on to it, trying to. So it's so interesting because that bready flavor has subdued a little bit. Now there's a sweet pop, and that kind of alcohol is right. It hasn't changed. So. It's so cool how the temperature changes so much a beer's flavor. So, alrighty. Well, I'm going to go enjoy this. And then I've got work to do. And I'm directing a show, actually, now. A piece of theater. So yeah, I've got many, many things going on right now. So, thanks as always for watching. I'm rambling now. Clearly the beer is working. And we'll talk to you soon. 17, YouTube. Love you guys. Peace.